The Ministry of Finance is in charge of national finances. In order to support national development and to ensure sound and sustainable finance, the MOF is based on the core values of innovation, employment, and equitable distribution to perform its 6 main tasks: public finance management, tax administration, customs administration, national property management, promotion of private participation in infrastructure projects, and the handling of international fiscal affairs. Fiscal soundness is the foundation of national economic development. Public finance management, improving financial management and effectiveness. Public finance management includes the management of fiscal revenue and expenditure, government debt, local finance, tobacco and alcohol administration, and supervision of the public welfare lottery. In terms of fiscal revenue and expenditure, the MOF has established multiple channels for the cultivation of financial resources to support national infrastructures and government administrations, create employment, and enhance economic growth. In terms of debt management, the MOF has regulated public debt at all levels of government in accordance with the Public Debt Act. The central government's outstanding debt with maturity of more than 1 year does not exceed 40.6% of the average GDP of the previous 3 years, pursuant to Article 5 of the Public Debt Act. Our amount of debt is favorable in comparison to international levels. In order to bring soundness to local finances, the MOF uses the allocation of centrally funded tax revenues and subsidies to moderate local finance, support local development, and encourage local fiscal efforts. The MOF also conducts a program for assisting local government finance to develop local financial resources and enhance local fiscal autonomy. In addition, the MOF is also working to strengthen the administration of tobacco and alcohol products and to manage the issuance of the public welfare lottery by using the surplus and other contributions from the lottery to add to social welfare resources which benefit the entire society. Tax administration, to build a high-quality, convenient, and effective tax environment. Currently, there are 19 taxes in Taiwan. Revenue from taxes comprises about 79% of net government revenues at all levels. Revenue from income tax is about 45% of total tax revenues, comprising the largest share, with revenue from business tax at about 16%. Total revenue from direct taxes is about 63% of total tax revenues. The average annual tax burden in Taiwan has been 12.3% in the past 5 years, lower than that of other major countries. In order to build favorable industrial innovation, employment, and a tax-fair environment, enhance competitiveness, and develop a sustainable economy, the MOF emphasizes enhancing tax efficiency, broadening the tax base, and streamlining tax administration. We promote tax reform and streamline tax-related laws and rules. The National Taxation Bureaus examine significant tax evasion cases and pursue payment of tax revenues from major tax evaders to protect social justice. The MOF, in the spirit of service, has established general service counters to provide more diverse services to the public and offers an e-invoice platform, as well as multiple ways by which tax payments may be made. In order to provide further excellent service, the MOF continues to streamline our tax administration. For example, we provide multiple online services, including forms for downloading, online inquiry, and application. We also promote the filing of tax returns online. Almost 100% of business tax returns and profit-seeking enterprise income tax returns, and about 93% of individual income tax returns are filed online. The more people who file online, the fewer who have to wait in line, saving time and money, and making life easier and more convenient. In order to continue to provide excellent service, we are promoting 3 measures: proactiveness in providing the individual taxpayer with his or her information on deductions for individual consolidated income tax, paperless issuance of income tax certificates and vouchers, and the pre-calculation service for individual consolidated income tax, whereby, if taxpayers confirm the calculation or pay tax as stated on their tax bills, they are deemed to have completed their income tax return filing. These measures have saved much time and resources in filing and serve to reduce compliance costs. The MOF will work continuously to promote the re-engineering of tax information to reach the goals of being more convenient, more innovative, and more effective. Customs Administration, strengthening of customs management and facilitating customs clearance. Customs not only levies customs duties on imported goods, but also collects relevant taxes and charges on behalf of competent agencies. In addition, it provides customs clearance services for travelers and shipments. In order to provide safer and more convenient customs clearance services, Customs applies modern technology and risk management to simplify and standardize customs administration. Customs works in cooperation with the licensing and harbor agencies through the Customs Port Trade Single Window System and implements an AEO system. Meanwhile, Customs also utilizes an RFID e-seal system and X-ray inspection machines and introduces detector dogs to assist in the interception of drug smuggling. On average, it takes about 30 minutes for imports to go through clearance procedures and only 2.2 minutes for exports. Furthermore, the eVAT refund system enables foreign travelers leaving Taiwan to enjoy a facilitative VAT refund service. National Property Management. Activate utilization of national property to realize the value of assets. The MOF manages about $303 billion worth of national properties, mostly in the form of land. The MOF uses development strategies, such as the promotion of public-private partnerships, to encourage the private sector to invest and create a better quality of life for the people. The use of these strategies also allows the government to reduce the construction costs of infrastructure and to collect royalties and rents, thus increasing revenue for the government. Through the innovations of multifunction use of premises and land, combined with cross-sector cooperation and land development programs, the MOF is striving to increase the self-liquidation ratio, encourage private sector participation, and make use of private funds, creativity, and efficiency so as to accelerate the construction of public infrastructure. In order to attain the goal of the sustainable operation of national property and the sharing of the benefits with the people, for national non-public use land, we use multi-development methods such as establishing superficies through public bidding, tendering leaseholds, participating in urban renewal, joining forces with competent authorities in charge of the relevant industries, and releasing land rights to cooperate with private sector for development. We are introducing private funds and manpower, activating the use of national assets, increasing the added value of national property, upgrading the overall concerted performance, and implementing the target of creating sustainable financial sources through the transformation of assets. All of these efforts are for the support of national construction. Promotion of private participation in infrastructure projects. Combining public-private capital to enhance the effectiveness of infrastructure services. With the promulgation of the Act for Promotion of Private Participation in Infrastructure Projects in 2000, the government expanded the scope of infrastructure projects for private participation from transportation facilities, power supply facilities, and refuse incineration plants to 21 items in 14 categories. The PPIP Act is a special law made by the government to facilitate private participation in infrastructure projects. The spirit of this law is founded in the desire to improve the quality of public services and establish partnerships between the government and private enterprises. The government hopes to stimulate Taiwan's economy and help enhance the effectiveness of infrastructure services through the engagement of the private sector, thereby creating a win-win-win scenario, one beneficial to government, enterprises, and the general public. International Fiscal Affairs. Signing of international agreements and promotion of international fiscal cooperation and exchanges. The MOF is actively engaged in the conclusion of tax agreements with foreign countries to avoid double taxation, reduce the uncertainty of the tax burden, and enhance the international competitiveness of Taiwan businesses. We are working to create a sustainable and reasonable tax environment to increase the willingness to invest. With the growth in international trade, customs cooperation agreements and memorandums of understanding on information sharing are signed to advance trade security and facilitation, as well as to enhance bilateral trade and economy. We are active in the signing of fiscal cooperation agreements with other countries and in promoting international cooperation and exchanges. In order to establish a fiscal system in line with global trends, we are also active in participating in the relevant seminars held by international fiscal organizations and strengthening the interaction with foreign fiscal officers. The MOF also provides various international personnel and language training programs and cooperates with well-known universities and organizations to hold international workshops and conferences as part of the training programs for fiscal officers, and to create a platform for the exchange of experiences between international tax scholars, experts, and officials as well. About 1,500 trainees participate in the training programs related to international affairs each year. Vision: support construction with public finance and raise public finance with construction. The vision of the MOF is support construction with public finance, raise public finance with construction, based on the core values of service to the people and innovation, employment, and equitable distribution. We are working to sustain a balanced economy supported by sound finance, to launch a new economic development model and create a vigorous and sustainable economy.